High five. What's your name?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My YouTube channel. How was one of them?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah, did you go?
No. Shooting videos
This
out
is the
there.
documentary or what?
Yeah. Well, in order to get in, if you're a guy, we gotta be like 3 of you in there. That's right. Or we gotta buy bottle service. Probably didn't have to do it. Right? Oh, where are you from?
Houston.
Houston, Texas. Seriously, how long you out in LA? Okay. I mean, when did you decide to come out here?
We were on spring break and then I came out and saw a family member.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
That's good. You have any thoughts, my lady?
Are pickup artists just a bunch of evil players? Hey, this is M from the 33 Secrets, and I just want to crack into this quick coaching video to answer a question that I've gotten from more than a few guys. And that question is, are pickup artists just a bunch of evil players trying to hurt the girls, trying to manipulate them into having sex? This is actually a common comment that I get from people who come on my YouTube videos and start hating. They're like, you guys are just a bunch of manipulative, evil players trying to have sex with the girls, and poor innocent girls. You know, you guys are all misogynists and quit degrading women and all this other stuff. For all these haters on my YouTube channel that are saying that, oh, you know, you guys are just degrading women and all this other stuff, think about it. If you are coming from a frame where you think that a grown woman, okay, a grown adult, mature woman who is sophisticated, intelligent, well-rounded, if you think so little of that woman that you think that she can be manipulated by juvenile pickup artist techniques, then who is it who really thinks bad of women? Okay, and really think about that, because I get a lot of these hater comments on my YouTube channel. Constantly, these guys are saying, quit degrading women, quit taking advantage of them. They're smart and beautiful. What's wrong with you? By the way, these comments are generally coming from guys who are completely unsuccessful with women, even though they'll never admit it, right? These guys will never admit in a million years that they're unsuccessful with women. They'll tell themselves, like, you know, because they might have dated like 1-8 in their life, like maybe one or two cute girls tops, not above an 8 in looks, generally maybe a 6 or a 7, that to them was like, she was like a goddess, you know, because they're in such scarcity. Generally, it's those kind of guys who make those kind of comments, right? And if you're one of those guys, I want you to hear me out. Because a lot of times too, these guys, I don't want to hear you. No, you're stupid, you stupid player. You know, they don't want to listen, because when you argue with these guys, you have to understand too that they're very much caught up in their, not in their masculine polarity where they argue on facts and logic. They're caught up in their feminine polarity. They're caught up with a lot of feminine energy and estrogen pumping through their veins as opposed to testosterone. But that's why they argue with their emotions and by throwing temper tantrums and name calling and throwing out these personal insults, because they're really caught up in their feminine energy. But these are generally the guys who say things like, oh, you're just degrading women. How dare you? These women are beautiful, they're smart. And really, if you really think that, which you obviously don't, then you would believe that this woman is smart enough and intelligent enough to see through any manipulative tactics. Am I right? Where I'm coming from the frame where, believe it or not, I mean, if you look at it from an honest perspective, myself and any guy wanting to learn pickup and pickup artist techniques actually respects women a lot more, because guys who learn this stuff are trying to bring out their genuine selves, okay? Contrary to what a lot of these morons think about pickup and what it's about. Yeah, sure, there are a lot of pickup companies that have given pickup a bad name, but really, great pickups never look like an actual pickup. And the reason why a great pickup never looks like an actual pickup is because you are really just being your true, genuine, authentic self in front of the girl. There's no manipulation, there's no tactics. You're just learning how to vibe with her and how to stand in front of this young, beautiful woman, this 8, 9, or 10, this drop-dead gorgeous woman, and just be yourself without feeling intimidated and without seeking her approval or her validation, which a lot of these guys, especially, again, these guys who hate and say things like that, those are the type of guys that cannot stand in front of a young, beautiful girl in 8, 9, or 10 and just be themselves. Those are the guys who are putting on the act. Those are the guys who are putting on that little manipulation that they accuse you of doing. Those are the guys buying those girls free drinks. When they're not buying them free drinks, they're trying to play that nice guy role. Those are the guys that are in these hot girls friend zones being like, why are you dating that guy? He's such a jerk. You know, I would be so much better for you. I would never treat you like that, girl. I would never treat you like that. I would treat you with so much respect. I'd treat you like a princess, you know? And just putting these girls on this ridiculous pedestal and expecting them to fulfill that. And if she doesn't, these guys are the first ones to call those girls sluts, whores, and I've seen these guys do it, okay? I've been in the field over 2 decades now. So when I see these guys hating in my comment section, believe me, you're not fooling me. You know, you might fool yourself, and you might be thinking to yourself, like, I'm the one who respects women, not you, you little evil player. You know, but trust me, it is you, okay? It is you who doesn't respect women, because if you did, you would value them enough to have enough respect for them to understand that they can see through that. And women are super, super, super duper calibrated, especially the hot ones. They are super calibrated. They can see through the pickup artist techniques and anything that's try hard. This is why I teach my students, can't be try hard. It has to be your genuine, true, authentic self that she's talking to when you're in set with these girls. You know, because I've seen so many of these guys, and I've dated a lot of young, beautiful women. I've dated over 300 hot girls, right? And I've talked to these guys in their friend zone. Guys that are like, girl, he's not treating you right. I would treat you so much better. I treat you like a princess. You know, these guys who just want to pedestalize them so much. These are the first guys. As soon as she's not responsive to them, right? Because as I teach you, girls don't reward that little bitch behavior. As soon as she's not responsive to them, these are the first guys who are like, oh, you're just a stupid freaking whore. You're just a bitch. You just must be a slut. And they start slut shaming her, right? I don't do that, okay? Because I respect women enough not to do that to them. I don't. I respect women enough to let them make their own choices. Hey, if she doesn't want to date me, that's fine. I just try to put my value out there and let her make that choice because I respect her enough to do that. Where these guys like, yeah, you can't see that how much I care about you. I would never do that to you. I would never take advantage of you, girl. You know, and they're completely selling themselves to this girl, just like beggars, begging her to fall in love with him. And if she doesn't, she's a slut, whore, bitch, right? Because she's going with a guy with more value who doesn't act like that, who doesn't throw temper tantrums. You don't hear me call girls slut, whore, bitch, cunt. I don't talk like that. I don't refer to girls' genitalia in a derogatory or crude manner. I just don't do that because it's just not my way. It's not my being. And it's not the type of girls that I want to attract. But these guys, they have no problem talking like that about women. Okay, no problem. Like I said, it's generally these guys who don't learn any pickup, don't learn any dating education. These are the first guys to be like, why can't girls just like me for me? Why can't they like me for me? Why can't they like me for the POS, video game playing in my mom's basement, fat slob eating, don't want to work out, don't want to improve why can't they just like me for me? Why are they such gold diggers? You know, these are the first guys that expect these young hot girls to just drop everything and forget about the thousands of guys approaching them to be with little old them because they're complaining the loudest. So when it comes to who's being manipulative and who's being degrading, it's generally these guys who are accusing you of doing it, and they're just basically projecting their own insecurities onto you. And like I said, these are generally guys who don't get the high caliber women, the 8s, 9s, and 10s. Okay, and when you do it, they look for every single excuse for how you're doing. Like, oh, they must be sluts. Oh, they must be drunk whores. You know, or oh, you're manipulating them. They have an excuse for everything, right? As opposed to just being a man about it and going, hey, maybe I can learn from this guy. You know, and really look at their rotation of dating options and really go, hey, you know, maybe I just suck. All right, now let's talk about the women who actually leave these hater comments. The women who are accusing me of degrading women and manipulating women. Okay, now think about the women who do this, who say stuff like that are in the comment sections. The women who do this, not only on my videos, but basically any pickup video, these women are never the 8s, 9s, and 10s. They're the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s, okay? They're barely even the 7s. But they're generally the 4s, the 5s, and 6s. Girls who don't even get the quality of guys or the level of guys that an 8, 9, or 10 would get, okay? So these girls are in there bitching like they're 8s, 9s, and 10s, or they're bitching for the 8s, 9s, and 10s, when it's never the 8s, 9s, and 10s who are bitching about this. It's generally the 4s, 5s, and 6s who are coming in my comment section going, you evil player, stop manipulating these girls and degrading them, blah, blah, blah. If anybody has the right to complain about it, it's going to be the girls that we're actually picking up, right guys? The 8s, 9s, and 10s. But you know what? Here's the funny thing. 8s, 9s, and 10s never ever complain about this stuff. They don't complain about pickup. They don't complain about learning this stuff. They don't complain. They love it. They love it, okay? These girls love that stuff. They love that you're improving yourself. They love that you could be your genuine self around them because they're tired of all these manipulative, fake nice guys like buying them free drinks and opening their doors and, you know, doing all this pretend shit, trying to pretend to be this nice guy that you know that they're not, in order to manipulate her into having sex with him, okay? Where girls like that, because they get hit on so much by these kind of guys, they are not gonna go in the YouTube comment section and bitch about you learning pickup techniques to be your more genuine, authentic self around them. They want you to learn this stuff because they want you to be your genuine, authentic self around them. They are tired of these guys like, Mr. Fake Nice Guy, here honey, let me buy you a drink. You know, and then the girl gets a drink. And it's like, okay, why don't you sit with me here now that I bought you this drink? Who's the manipulator? Who's the manipulator here? The pickup artist who is learning to be his best, genuine, true self in front of her? Or this guy who doesn't want to learn pickup and dating, wants to make a bunch of excuses, and just wants to buy girls free drinks and pretend to be this fake nice guy in order to get her to spread her legs for him? Who's the manipulator here? But you try to have a conversation with people like that, these type of people, guess what? You can't. They're void of logic. They're void of logic. Okay, the females, I can understand that because they're females. They're wired that way. They're wired to insult you, attack you, make personal character attacks at you, rather than stick with the facts and the logic. But these guys, they have no excuse other than the fact that they're stuck in their feminine polarity. So whenever I get a guy in my comment section being like, "You evil player, you stupid idiot, blah blah blah," and you know, "You cuck," blah, blah, and calling me all sorts of names, automatically, you're not fooling anybody, dude. I've been in field for over 2 decades. I've seen it all. I've heard every single insult. There's nothing you could possibly do to hurt me, oppress me, or take me out of my reality, or get me to stop teaching pickup. Okay, I've seen thousands and thousands of you, and I will see thousands and thousands more of you. And the pattern about guys like you, if this is you, the pattern with guys like you is you are stuck in your feminine energy, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be making the personal character attacks and the insults. You would actually argue on the facts and logic. You would tell me like why pickup and dating doesn't work, what has been your experiences with it, and form a cohesive argument as opposed to, "Oh, you stupid evil player, you cuck, beta male, blah, blah, blah," you know, and doing all that. Because now you just sound like a bitch to me. Okay, you don't sound like a man. I'm not going to respect you like a man, and I'm not going to treat you like a man. I'm just going to treat you like some yappy chick on her period and just ignore you, okay? Like the chick that you are. So that's all I really have to say for this coaching video is, you know what, if you are learning pickup and dating and anyone tries to shame you, they absolutely have the wrong idea about what this stuff is all about. Because pickup and dating, contrary to popular belief, it's not about manipulating women. It's not about becoming an evil player. You know, it's not about any of that. It's the best form of self-improvement that any man can ever embark upon, okay? You're gonna learn more from pickup and dating. It's gonna do more for you than any other form of self-development out there. I promise you that. The only guys and the only women, for that matter, who are going to accuse you of trying to learn this stuff so you can become an evil player are women who are not the women we're actually going for, not the 8s, 9s, and 10s. So they're not even part of our demographic. They're the 4s, 5s, and 6s who are jealous of the 8s, 9s, and 10s. They don't need them to stick up for them. So that's another thing, is like those women, basically, they have no respect for these women either, because they feel like they need to like be their little friggin' bodyguard because they're too stupid to stand up for themselves. But you know what? I respect women enough to let them make their own choices, because I know that they're smart enough and intelligent enough to make the decisions for themselves. Right? And as for the guys, those guys who say that, come on, you know, you're not fooling anybody. You guys are the most manipulative, scheming, stalking this girl on her social media and everything else, incapable of being yourself in front of a hot girl. You guys are just the most manipulative, fake nice guy playing dudes that I come across out there. And you're generally the most jealous and the most hateful when you do see a guy who is successful with girls that you cannot get. Hey man, not trying to be offensive, I just call it like I see it. Been in field over 2 decades and I'm calling it like I see it. All right, so that's all I have to say for this coaching video. I am signing out here. In case you're wondering where I am, I'm actually out here in front of Walter Reed Junior High School here in the Valley in Los Angeles. And this is actually where they filmed License to Drive, one of my favorite movies from high school. I know I'm dating myself, but this movie came out in 1988. And this is where Heather Graham sat, who played Mercedes Lane in the movie, right? So this is where she sat, and then Corey Haim's character, Les, was basically over there waiting for his bus, and then there was a guy with a Ferrari over here named Paulo, and like tried to just like run him down. But this is the school. It's Walter Reed Middle School out here in the Valley, and I thought it'd be cool to come out here and shoot because I'm such a big fan of the movie. In any case, that's all I have to say for this coaching video. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. I'm out.